tournament. Hey, we were sure in the room, numbers Dave Brewer, Shane Vogt, table 16. Dave Brewer and Shane Vogt, table 16.
I want to see have a match against Roy, but he's just scared.
Roy's here. You get paid to get some cup over here, don't you?
Yeah, he doesn't want to play.
If you're rowing, he doesn't have sense.
He owes me a penny.
There's no more cats in Ocean Grove.
Yeah, sold the restaurant.
Hello everybody, welcome to this finance discussion stream. We were just talking about blockchain and so Mitch and Dylan, who do you fancy here, Jamie?
So we've got Mitch Adams and Dylan, which I'm glad that this is one of the matches. What's the other one?
Who do you fancy here?
I've actually had a side bet with Jamo on this match, and he wanted Mitch, so I just said, okay, fine, I'll take Dylan.
Oh, right. I think Dylan's slight favourite.
Well, Dylan played quite well last match, but he did get given probably more chances than what Mitch might give him.
Yep.
So we'll see how it pans out. And I'm very happy to see the other match is Dale Gifford and Raymond Dunn. I think these are the two picks of the quarterfinals.
Oh, Raymond's won the lag. That's yellow, yeah. These guys are... This might seem odd, but the way you actually measure lags is you stand at the opposite end of the table and you line the balls up to the back rail. So
Yeah, someone told me that and I couldn't do it, so I just get the laser pointer out and get the measurement going. No, I don't really. That is the way to do it. I saw
What do you
someone do
mean,
that
on
once.
your phone?
There was an umpire overseas when I went and played blackball, and they had a laser, one of those trade laser things, and they just did a distance measurement between
Wow.
both balls. It's quite accurate. Obviously, that's not how you would do it every day, but
Jeez.
anyway, Dylan is on the yellows, about to play a turnover shot and destroy the
I
white
wonder,
yellow.
could you take a photo, put it into whatever AI app you prefer, and ask it? I wonder it'll figure it out.
You could, but I don't know how accurate it would be.
We're going to test this.
But it's possible. I can do anything.
Let's put the balls there with 1 millimeter difference that we measure, and then try it. It's an experiment to do.
Well,
That'd
I
be
can't believe
fun.
he's not playing the turnover here. This is strange. He had a really good angle there to play the turnover, run the white in behind the red, and give him no shot. That's a large break from Raymond. He doesn't pot a ball. I think Dale Gifford, I'm not sure what his mindset would have been going into this comp on how deep he think he'd get into the comp, but I think he'd be pretty wrapped at quarterfinals thus far, and if he goes further, even better.
Ooh.
Poor shot.
Mitch will get these. So that's
Get
1-0. Calling it now. Add the score up.
Oh, I would be playing the shot first.
I'd be playing the ball down the rail.
Having said that,
But there's
though,
nothing wrong with clearing this end
yeah,
of the table.
exactly right. Looks like he's killing the ball nice, Mitch, too. He's executed that too well.
Oh, he's cutting it.
Plays with a bit of running, though, and he has.
Nice
Shot.
shot.
Oh, it's gone a little astray, though.
I think he's alright. I think he's
Can he
alright.
drop this in? Is he on the red, do you think? He's
Oh,
walked around.
they-
He's walked around, had a look. I think he's comfortable with it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the red's a bit off the rail, so it's going to be...
Oh, I thought that was missing for a second, but it was nowhere near it.
Just did a bit of...
Not sure which match to focus on, to be honest. They're both potentially very good matches.
Alright, one of us will talk about one will talk...
That won't be confusing at all. So Mitch about to draw first blood here. So
Yeah,
here we
well,
go,
well
1-0 up in
taken,
the set.
Mitch. Beautiful start for him. Oops.
Loose shot there from Raymond, trying to develop balls. Leaves himself no shot.
Got the cut to the top left, I think.
When I say no shot, I mean no shot that's basic, or that's, you know, high percentage chance of not a getting.
Or the off the top rail into the red on the right hand side to
Yeah.
play the plant.
It's actually not the worst shot in the world, but oh, that door's really annoying, isn't it, when it's quiet?
Thanks, Jamie, for doing that to us all.
Yeah, don't worry, people do that to me all the time. I love doing it back.
Oh, that might have been. So that, yeah. Oh no, he's overcut it. Never mind, it wasn't.
Yeah,
in
he's
on-
got a decent
never mind.
white. Obviously, the two ball plant on the to the balls into the black is probably not the worst shot in the world. Although if you miss it, you do leave the most difficult red on the table available.
So I'd be thinking about getting on this turnover on the bottom right. Leave the white.
Actually wondering if that yellow sneaks under the red off the jaw.
You can also clear the pocket if you want to be more aggressive.
I don't like that shot because now he just
free shot
Yep.
to win the frame.
I mean try and play this. Play the deliberate overcut off the red
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
where it's almost unmissable because it's off the rail, so you can actually actually play the overcut. He has the option to flick off it as well, but
Oh, Mitchy's keyed that.
I think if you're going to commit,
that
you got to
nice.
do it now.
Mitchy's really getting through the ball nice. Oh, so Raymond's opting for a thin cut here.
This might be why I got in the intermediate comp. Oh, he's obviously going to play a double on the red, but yes, you can see him lining up there. But I certainly would have not denied that red.
That's such a savage comment.
It was savage, wasn't it? Hey, he's the player I picked, so I can be really harsh on him.
It's just fantastic. That these elite players that just speak about intermediates with such contempt.
Mate, I don't consider myself elite, so we're all good there. I would love to have played in this comp, of course, but sadly not to be.
You're too good.
I don't think I'd have won
Too
it.
good. Too much talent.
I don't think I'd have won it.
Excessive amounts of talent.
That's rubbish. And little do people know, I can't even put time in on the table at all because I've got a torn bicep up near my shoulder.
Oh, you can't play.
I can hardly play a shot.
Oh, so when's the recovery? What's the recovery time on
Well,
that?
I've had it for a while. It just
Yep.
doesn't seem to be getting better, even with some rehab. But I've actually booked in a guided cortisone injection.
Yep.
Just to give myself some pain relief before this comp starts in 4 weeks. So I'll
Yep.
probably get the injection about a week and a half from now.
And then you'll put in some time.
Nah, probably not.
Oh, well, if you want to hit, let me know. We don't live far away.
Yeah, whatever you do, guys, Calcutta comes, do not buy me. I'm there making up numbers and nothing else. I'm being completely honest. I wouldn't buy me.
Nobody blocks pockets better. That is true. You are
You won't even see me try
wizard
and
at
buy
that.
myself in the Calcutta.
What if you go for $10?
Still wouldn't buy myself.
You'd probably be
It's
over.
like a donation.
Donation. Donate $1 to the comp.
It's a good shot. It's turned out well. One good shot to square up this front. Is it? Yeah, it is Dylan.
I thought Mitch was on the yellows.
How come? Oh, he's got it wrong. Dan, you've got it wrong. You've busted the string. One job and he gets it wrong. Puts the wrong bloke in the wrong colours. Good clearance from Mitch then.
Dale, yeah, it was. He's killed the ball really nice. He's getting a nice bite on the.
And if Dale is going to win this match, this is exactly how he's going to win it, where Raymond commits, chops it up, and Dale does have a good B game where he can manipulate his balls and positions until he's ready to pull the trigger. I honestly do believe the players that are good at that particular thing, the players that are more likely to win and go deep in his intermediate comps, rather than just blazing away, potting balls crazily and just hoping things happen.
Yep.
Well,
He's played that well.
he's left a clearance opportunity, but he couldn't do a lot from there, so you can't blame him.
How much harder this clearance is if the yellow isn't on the bottom left to link to this difficult ball. But they're your last three.
Yeah, exactly.
But if that's not, yeah.
He's got to just make one decent opening shot, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's quite simple. The one to the bottom right here.
Dylan's
Oh, he's
lost,
playing the cutback, okay.
Dylan's lost the plot out there early.
Oh,
He's
right.
playing unreal in his last match.
Well, Jamo's a genius with his bet.
That's actually probably why Dylan's playing like a crab. He found out I had 50
Yeah.
bucks on him and thought, yeah, alright, I'll just chop up now. Thanks, buddy.
Jamo called Zhao Xingtong to win the Snooker World Championship.
It's the first call he's
It
made
is.
correct. He claims he calls everything correct.
Well,
but it's
he
the
had
first
a
thing he's
large
actually
bet
made
on it,
correct in
so.
his life.
Ooh, you're not going to be as close as you want to this yellow on the left,
I
but
think he's still okay.
yeah, you're still.
In fact, the line that he's got right now, slightly to the left of that, is probably perfect. So
Yeah.
that's a bit too
Interesting.
straight.
I like I like having just a bit of angle so you can roll it in natural.
Yeah, well, now you're going to be sort of stuck to the side rail, so you're just going to make it harder than it needs to be.
Oh, Mitchie.
Just cueing beautiful.
Beautiful shot.
Played well. This is missable, but I expect him to get it. Mitch, good chance here as well to go 3-0 up very shortly, although the scores aren't updating. Is that up to them to do that? Or? Just 2-0 up.
Good stuff for Dale. Well done. Played the good safety, got his chance and took it.
Yep.
Took it ABC.
And that's how we can win this match, is if he continues to play good safeties after if Raymond commits too early.
See ya, brother.
Yeah, Mitch is playing fantastic.
Alright, so you got a fair bit of table to land in here. You just got to.
He's got to cue this well and just pull the white back. Doesn't want to land on the bottom rail though.
Because of the speed of the table, you're probably more likely to overdo this than underdo it. So just hit it like that. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. It's probably going to be annoyingly straight, but no, he's
okay.
good. He's got angle, yeah. Mitch is friggin' flying here. Dylan's going to have to come up with some special stuff to slow him down.
And this is the difference. Some people, as they go through a tournament, they just accelerate and get better and better. If they've got the ability to flow.
Yeah.
You know, some people, if they just don't have any gear shifting abilities and they just don't have the flowing option, then they're not going to accelerate. Mitch has obviously just found a gear now, and he's the best thing Dylan can do right now, and I don't know if it's really in his game either, is just try and slow him down a touch and just hurt his rhythm a bit. But at the end of the day, he's got to stick to his game and not make silly errors like he just did that last frame to give him that clearance. I don't even want to talk about the whole Snooker World Championship, to be honest. Xintong, it's like everyone was told that played him that he has to win.
Yeah?
Well, all right, let's talk about it then.
Alright, let's talk about it.
I don't think I've ever seen Ronnie O'Sullivan play worse than since he was 8 years old.
Yep.
Worst I've ever seen Ronnie play in my entire life. Like it was actually, it almost looked like a throw. That's how bad he played.
Okay.
Mark Williams played sensational against John Higgins to come back and win that match. Played like a dud against Xintong. Zach Kashurity, was he another person that played him? Played sensational throughout the whole thing, and then suddenly just decided he was useless.
Yep.
Everyone crumbled against him. Now I will give Xintong credit for his aggressive style and his composure and making it look like he's just going to punish his opponents.
Yep.
But you're talking about professional snooker players that are used to that sort of thing, that shouldn't be a factor.
Yep.
He had the best run possible through. I think Mark Allen he played as well, did he? I can't remember. Everyone just fell over against him. It was almost hilarious to watch.
So you think the China money got to everybody?
No, not at all. But I just think he was just his time.
It's just his time.
Mate, I'll tell you what, if I'd had a bet on Ronnie O'Sullivan to beat Xintong in that match, I'd have been asking some serious questions, that's for sure. That was, without a doubt, some of the worst thing I've ever watched in my entire life on TV.
Was it similar to Ronnie's loss to Luca that year that happened, where it was a...
I've never seen anything this bad.
Yeah, okay.
Now I know he was dealing with tip issues and stuff and whatever, but just, mate, you're a professional snooker player. Get your equipment ready.
Dale's played a plant from so far there. Wow, that's incredible. Did you see that plant? Oh, sorry, what do you call it? Skill shot.
Yeah, that was. I don't think he played for that, though. He wanted a turnover, did he? He's got nothing now.
Yes, it's actually really stiff.
Mitch is just absolutely destroying out there.
I think Dale's only shot is play the...
Oh, so he's missed.
Oh.
I was actually, if that had gone in, I was just about to say over the chat, send us your bank details. Because
I wonder what Dale's looking at. Yeah, he's playing the shot I was thinking. Alright, if Raymond's going to win this tournament, he gets these, doesn't he? Or does he play a nice safety?
You talking about Raymond?
Yeah.
Well, you got to go into this, so
Yeah.
do you have to do it? Do you have to go into it? Or do you just put it over the hole?
I don't.
I think that's a smart shot.
There you go. That's my shot as well. The scaredy cat shot.
Well, it's just percentage. Yes, you can play it with a bit of running side and go into them and
Well, Dylan's not played a
get a
very good
great
safety
result,
there.
get a clearance, but it's low percentage.
Dylan just left Mitch on. I mean, Mitch has overdone it slightly, but he's
I think
beautiful putt.
I know it's early in this match. I'm saying he's gone already.
Yep. Well, he's probably still favourite in this frame. This Mitch comes out with something pretty special. Dale's moved his ball into a position where it can now be turned over, but not left him on it.
Yeah, Mitch has
Played that well.
Mitch has just put him under all sorts
Yeah.
here. Although this is a very simple safety.
Yeah.
Can just
It's
use
going to
the
be an
red
easy
right of the
mistake.
block,
It's
run
going to be an
through.
easy escape. When did Mitch get 3? Pretty sure they've only played 2. But no, yeah.
Yeah, he ran a rack. That's not even a snooker. Like, he's just lost his mind out there, I think.
Well, yeah, it's good to. So it's not a total. That way they can't.
No, I'm actually wondering if he can double it, like punch double it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. Oh, how good would this be with Nick? And it's that right. No.
Missed it.
Oh,
So it was a snooker.
yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. He's got to probably feel slightly hard done by there, I would say. It's absolutely insane that that's gone in.
Thanks,
didn't
lads,
even
for
hit
the
it that
stream and
hard.
commentary. For those watching, put hand in pocket and show some appreciation. I agree. Do that. Dan, send him the link.
Yeah, I want to continue Cafe Pizza at the end of this.
Do you still have your Streamlabs?
Oh, that's a bad miss from Dale trying to develop the ball. There's nothing more sinful than getting ball in hand and then missing the ball you're playing.
Rose, taking 9. Daniel Solar, Rose, 89.
Well, Dylan with a good chance.
It's going to be
get on the
3-1
ball
here, yeah.
And Raymond
Play that
should
well.
muff these up.
Rano, Patel.
Why is my phone just sitting in my hand? Something like that. So just straight run through shot, nothing hard here.
Yeah, it looks like he's perfectly perfect natural.
Were these tables ironed prior to these matches restarting? No, just these matches. Or is it just that particular table is crazy fast?
You can see all the hand marks on it, so no, it's not bad. Oh wow, Dylan's. They were tap-ins.
Oh wow, I can't believe he's missed that.
That
That's
was a tap-in.
shocking shot.
We've just seen 2 horrific misses in a row, back to
Welcome
back.
to quarterfinals, folks. At an intermediate
Welcome to
level.
intermediate.
No, it can happen to anybody.
Just
You're
happens
more-
to intermediates more.
You more actually expect to see that, under pressure at the end of matches, but
Yeah.
sometimes getting that first frame can be
Good snooker by Mitch.
tricky. Can he hit this red? But to me, it looks like he can hit it.
I would have thought he's got to go off the rail, and you want to be hit the high side of the red to try and leave
I wonder
this.
if he could just play this with right hand side and just sneak past the black and flick this in. He's going off the rail, so maybe not. Oh
he's
wow,
missed
he's not
it.
even made contact. That's
Oh,
horrible. And that's 4-0, folks. I am actually going to be the fat lady right now. Much to the disgust of some of the SA players, I'm sure, but I'm calling this match over.
Well,
Dylan has
Mitch
made,
just looks
he
50
has-
times
he's
better out
made the
there. And
decision that he
yeah,
wants to continue playing in the intermediate comp next year.
smart man. Well, he made the 16 last year, so that's a 500 profit. And although he's probably only broken even when you include plane tickets and accommodation and beer that gets drunk.
You know what though? On the other side of the coin, if I was to pick someone that I would want to win this tournament, that I think would actually try and go on from it, from being banned from this, Mitch Adams would be that guy. He has tried to make statesides before in the past. I don't know if he's still trying or not because I don't try it anymore.
Yep.
But he is a guy that wants to make a stateside, I think, and so we'd automatically ban him anyway.
Yep.
So you might as well win the comp and then go and make a stateside. So 2-0 to Dale Gifford.
So Jamo bought Mitch with Reese Godden, and on top of that, he doubled down on his his bet with an additional bet with you.
Jamo, you are such a wanker. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Have this chat with Jamo. Oh, I'm not buying anyone, and I'm not touching this intermediate comp Calcutta. It's a chook raffle, blah, blah, blah. It's too hard. It's not worth it. And then he's literally pre-bid on almost every group. And then he's gone and bought a bunch of people in Calcutta. What a line tosser you are, Jamo. Just a typical pom.
Typical Scots, yeah. They're just deplorable people, really.
Just, you might as well just put on a kilt and run out in the rain and do a dance.
Oh, I think Mitch gets these. This can be 5-0. What do you reckon, Jamie? This is the key shot, isn't it? To get nice. Oh no, actually, no. I've just seen the yellow goes to the middle, so he's fine here. Just probably don't be on the rail so that you don't have to play. Oh, what? Yeah, well, this is fine as well. Yeah, it's fine. I would have been playing the yellow to the bottom right first, I think, but
I think that route was fine because he's straight on the yellow.
Yeah.
It's just running, but he's missed the pot. I still think he's in no danger at all here. Honestly, I don't. His reads are awful, and
we've just seen
safety's
Dylan,
tricky.
Yeah.
This is
Dylan
a horrible spot to be.
Sandy Enriquez, Gavin Roberts, table 23. Sandy Enriquez, Gavin Roberts, table 23.
Dale is playing out of his skin awesome, according to Sam.
Yeah, good on him.
Is that a compliment or not?
Look at this.
Oh no, he's still.
He's having a shocker out there, Dylan.
Oh shit.
Not only the ball in hand's the worst thing you could do, obviously, because you just guaranteed the loss frame. Well, and this is 4-0, folks, not 3-0. It's about to be 5-0, barring something really bad happening. If I'm actually Mitch here, I try and land dead straight on the shallow on skill shot.
Skill shot, yeah. I was going to ask if that's your shot.
Yeah, 100%. But he's not doing it because he's not stunning it. He didn't even think of it, I don't think. And now it's gone in nearly. Had he have stunned that in, he could not be on it.
Oh, this is
it's a bit tricky
now because you've got to avoid the jaw or find a way to use it.
I think you've actually got to thin cut this and then play towards the centre pocket now and just take a trickier black on. Give yourself a guaranteed shot on it. And that's what happens if you don't. Yeah. No, I still think we're far from the turning point.
Look at this unreal beverage I've just been delivered. Oh no, wow.
Millie gets it.
Alright, so these are almost as easy as the last set.
If he doesn't get these, he may as well pack up his kill and walk out because he's done for the tournament. But you got to remember, he's 4-0 down. He's really not even involved himself in this match yet. He's probably feeling the pump.
Yeah.
So sometimes getting these outs is not as easy as you think. And you have to remember, the red that's nearest to where the white is right now.
Yep, that's the hardest ball.
Got to deal with it quick.
He's probably going to be playing it to the right middle after using the ball to the top left.
I think you're right.
So the way this out gets messed up is if he lands awful on it, or if he's actually gotten away with this.
He's completely losing the white. It's got no rhythm at all yet. Should still be okay, but
more distance. No, played it well.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
All right. So 4-1.
Just wants to just drag this in. Don't do anything silly.
Drag queen.
I don't think we're at turning point just yet.
Big time
If
turning
he
point.
wins another frame after this,
I think Dylan's favourite now.
Jesus. Well,
Just don't ask me to bet on it.
right, I'm just going to mute myself for 3 minutes. I'll be back shortly.
Okay, so. Hello everyone, I've returned. And 4-2, so Dylan must have run a rack. Is that why Mitch dumped the white and Dylan ran? See, I told you Dylan's a massive favourite now. I mean, look at he's flying. He can't miss.
Yeah, it's a good clearance. Sorry for the mute. I just had to deal with something.
Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, your big-time favourite to win the tournament can't be defeated, I believe you said. Superstar extraordinaire shouldn't have been letting the comp. It's 2-0 down.
I never said superstar extraordinaire.
Oh, you didn't?
But I
so
did say
I'm putting a bit of mayo on it. You
I
reckon?
did say he probably shouldn't have gotten the comp. Is he on the black or the yellows?
Yellows.
He's in all sorts of trouble again.
Who's played that shot? Oh,
Raymond
Dale's.
Oh, Dale is.
So Raymond's missed the black. So this could, like, you know, you'd be looking from before that shot was just played, you'd be thinking, oh no, this is 3-0.
Yeah,
But
well,
after
it still
that,
could be,
yeah.
because he's got good safety choices still.
Really?
Well, he can just kill the white and bottom rail.
And then the black gets promoted a bit more, and you're probably left awkward. Yeah, but everything's on. Yeah, okay.
I'd stun the white to the line of the yellow. Oh, I think he's going across table.
Played that well. Played that well.
Up and down his choice here.
Except unfortunately he's killed a ball. That was sort of the main thing to avoid.
I don't think the yellow is in the way. Dylan's suddenly remembered how to cue a ball, and he's just got a sensational result there.
Yeah. This is 4-3, I'll tell you
it's
what.
not yet, but it's looking better for him. That's a good shot as well.
Isn't that nice? It's slightly hampered, but you don't have to do much with it, so it's not as critical. Oh, that's been
This
played
is
well.
another one of
hasn't
those
it?
shots where I said to you, you need to pull your grip up so you don't decel and you
Yeah.
can kill the white.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh, he's
dropped it
just
in.
done the floatage.
So, once again,
Who's the last 8 guys? Check on pull stat, mate.
why is he that so soft?
Well,
He's
I was
okay.
watching him play last night. That's how he does those shots, and he
Fair enough.
plays them well like that. Yeah.
Now the turning point is.
Look, Pato. Okay, Pato makes one good call. Make sure everyone's aware of it.
Mate,
73 actually, but who's counting?
I asked who was on what over here, and he said that Raymond was on yellows. So I said, "Who's on yellows?" And he said Raymond.
Actually, you guys at home probably can't hear Hoodie. Hoodie made the call that it was turning point when Dylan went 4-1, and it seems like he's correct.
And what's that snooker's that old snooker dude's name? That's a bad miss.
This is like Tony Mashi.
No.
He does that.
Yeah, that's it.
This is like the black I missed to win my match.
Well, he's cut that well. Turning point.
Yeah, turning point over there as well. There's turning points all over the place.
Yeah.
Where's Mick Scary? Likes to go on about his turning points. Oh, jeez.
Oh, look out. Suddenly.
Mitch has played the craziest double combination super shot ever, and I think he's got extraction angle for the black.
That's actually insane.
That's a Although you've got to, if let's say you are playing the extraction on the black, you've got to sort of hit it full ball and then play this red to the left-hand side and get up the table.
Play
So
the extraction, don't you?
yeah, but it's got to. Oh, he's played it perfect. He's played it absolutely perfect. That's a great shot, Mitch. Well done. All right, turning point again.
Yeah, he's still got to get there. He's still some work to do. But it looks like he's just forgotten about those last.
That's a real good sign. That's good for Gemmo's Calcutta.
Yeah, good
That's
angle.
nice for just a bit of pokage down the rail.
Oh, geez. You're having a bit of a closer look at this, though. That's why.
Yeah.
See what I mean? He's just not walked around and checked the correct line. He's stunned into it. You know, you've got to be 100% sure of those. This could be a foul.
Well,
if he
you
doesn't cue
got to
across.
know exactly where you want to hit,
Exactly.
and then work out where on the white you need to hit to
But
make
he's
that
just got
happen.
straight
yeah.
down and decided I'm just going to stun it in onto it.
It just means if he landed good, it was just because of luck rather than anything else.
And he's promoted the
Oh,
yellow,
Jesus.
and Dylan will say thanks
Turning
so
point.
much, buddy. I was wondering what I was going to do with that. Now I know. I'm going to pot it.
Oh, Jack Couchman lurking around. He was the commentator from last year's final.
Yeah, I don't think it was Ted Lowe that said that's a bad miss. Or was it?
Can't figure it
I
out.
remember one, I kid you not, I remember one comment Ted Lowe says, I couldn't even tell you who was playing, and it was years ago because I was a junior. I just started playing pool and I was watching snooker. And I remember him going, he shot for a place in the semi-finals, and he's overdone it. And that's all I remember. I don't remember who the players were, and I just remember, I don't know why I remember that line so clearly. You know, some things just stick in your head. Well, that was one of them.
There you go.
Anyway, meanwhile, Raymond is on the yellows, looking like getting a clearance,
Look at these.
as is Dylan. And hasn't this switched around? That really was a big turning point, wasn't it? That was 5-0 to 4-all. Wow.
Yeah, so what was messed up was the snookering himself on that black when he didn't play the skill shot that you
Yeah,
thought he should have.
absolutely. And then he didn't play it super thin afterwards.
Yep.
I don't think he even thought of the skill shot because he just got down so fast and played it playing ball. And then he almost looked upset when he nearly potted it, so he definitely didn't think of it.
Because the advantage of playing the skill shot is if you hit it a bit off, it guarantees the white's not going to be deep in the hole.
Exactly.
It's going to be on a where you can use just the natural angle of whatever's presented with you to get need on the black.
This looks like he's got a good angle. He doesn't want to let this get away from him. He's played it well.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
dancing with danger there. Sounds like something John Virgo would say.
Where's the cue ball going? That's what he'd say.
Something like that, yeah. But with an accent.
But with an accent. I can't do accents. This shot for 2-all. I still don't think Raymond looks settled yet, to be honest, but no problems there.
Wow, nice.
So here we go. Dylan must have went in off.
Richie's chance for turning point number 3 or whatever it
I
is.
think I'll take reds here.
Yellows, you reckon? Well, what do you?
Red near. Oh no, I suppose you can just promote it.
This yellow behind the black is crap. The yellow on the left rail's crap. Like,
So what's he going to do? Pot all these reds and then
What starter
wonder what
do
to
you
with that
have?
red near the black? Is that the plan here? What's the plan here? Like, why are you potting all these balls if you can't pot out?
good question. So what would you have done on yellows?
I would have tried to set the frame up a bit better.
So your opener's probably the ball to the bottom left, and you'd have a go at hitting this yellow on the right hand side. If it goes well, you.
No, I'm probably not even trying to pot out, to be honest.
No, but like, as in that's your sort of first promotional shot, and then you
I'd
set up or
I'd be
deal with
trying to-
whatever's
I'd
up.
be using that yellow at the bottom to come off the right and push the black in front of the red.
Yep,
so
okay.
It's just completely
Yep.
slaughtered.
Yeah, I like that. The more your balls are in that area than the reds.
Yep.
Yeah.
But see,
Okay.
see, this is a classic. I'm just going to pot all my balls and then I don't know what to do with my last ball.
Well, this is gettable, isn't it?
I don't think this is on. Surely this is not on.
I mean, off the rail, off the black. You don't think that's
Cannot
gettable?
possibly squeeze.
And then you've got to play right hand side to get under the yellow to make sure
I
you're
just-
on the
I
black
just
if it
can't see how
goes in.
this can possibly go. It's going to sit over the pocket. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the best
okay.
he could do, yeah.
Alright, what do you
So if
reckon?
his plan was that all along to say, you know what, I'm just going to put the red over, I'll
Then
put it
he'd
under
rather have
pressure.
his balls at the other end of the table, wouldn't he?
That's what I mean. Why not do that really early on in the front?
Yeah.
And then you just maybe you felt like his opponent wouldn't be under the same amount of pressure. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dylan's in a tough spot here. But why do all that if you can't win from that visit?
So Dylan, if he pots this, he'll then play a turnover and
Good shot.
he'll be ahead in this frame. Oh, actually, he might not play the turnover. What do you reckon?
Turnover from there.
Yeah.
He's doing it though. He's missed it. But he's got
no
a result.
way.
He's got an amazing result.
That's a huge.
I think he's played for that. I'll tell you what, Stipp is 5-1 up against Scott Healy. He's wasting no time at all.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, it's a
That's
great
a great shot.
What's he done there?
He swerved it and hit rail first. So he swerved it into just the rail first, and it's perfectly.
What a
yeah,
great shot.
It was really nice.
I went up to glance at the scores for a second and missed it. What a shot.
Turning point.
Olam O'Mahony, 2-all with Stuart Williams. The other two matches in play. Tell you what, a few people have come in on me on Stippy. I could be in trouble.
I'll have that on your bet. Yeah. Stipp has been playing better than I've ever seen him play. He's been very impressive.
What's Raymond doing here? Playing the double on the red. Overcut it by 40 foot, and a turnover and a snooker is about to occur.
It's interesting. That was, like, the cut to the middle was just on there.
You know, if I'm playing this as well, I actually want to nudge the yellow. Make them on.
Oh, those two? Yep. Yep.
Just nudge the
So,
yellow.
yeah.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh, lovely.
Good shot.
Damn. You got to speak a bit quieter. He's listening.
He's miles away.
Yeah, he's right there.
Don't forget, guys, look, some of you may have it on the TV. Just grab your phone out, go to poolstat.net, bring up the Poolstat site, and you can keep an eye on those other matches. We'll give you score updates from time to time, but if you want to have a close look, just bring up the website, have a quick look. Once you get there, just navigate to Victoria, and then you'll see Slate Intermediate Pool Championship. You'll see the draw. Oh, what a shot. See, he got a bit of swerve on that, didn't he, last bit? Well, he's restricted Dale's options. I don't think Dale will be too stressed. He's got the flick off snooker here. It's not panic stations by any means. Oh, Mitch has missed the ball to probably get another clearance potentially, and Dylan can actually play this and stun the white ball across and get a good white.
Yeah?
Yep. And if it does skill in, he's still got choices. I don't know why he's played the double there. It was too risky to make this red on. I think he's got away with it. Yeah, Dylan's played it well.
Nice.
Good weight.
Nice.
Obviously a pretty simple escape with the number of reds over there.
I have to spend about a minute and a half lining up any of those if I want to get within the car park at the balls. People just go down, whack it.
This must be on. Great shot. That's a super shot.
Cuts on.
Is this on?
Yeah,
To the bottom right?
absolutely.
And no chance of in off.
You can cut past 90 degrees if you've had enough beer.
That's true. Yeah, the line is there, isn't it? I'd still screw off it because it feels better to do it.
Oh! That would have been
Yeah,
huge.
he's worried about going in off the bottom of the yellow.
Nah.
That's what he's looked at. So he's going to screw off it.
I think you're more likely to make it go in with this.
No, I think that's actually a realistic thing to think. Yeah,
I
good shot.
was just completely wrong. Ignore me, everyone.
So from being 2-0 down, he's got a couple of chances, gone 3-2 up.
I thought he might have a dip at going into the yellow then, but no. I wonder what his plan is for it. If he managed to find himself on the low end of the table, he could have played the yellow off the red to get
all
it
over
out.
him, mate. I was looking at him myself, but I can't see a way to get behind it right now.
That was probably his chance there if he thought of it.
Well, he can. I guess he can play this yellow in the corner, stun at pace, and bring the white ball past centre table, and then play the run through on the one near the black and get behind it. But then you've got it.
Oh,
wow. Okay, just do that.
Nice. Sick.
But you
sick?
know what?
Is that sick or
Nah,
not sick? Not sick. Half sick.
I think potentially could
Queasy.
frame. I'd lay this yellow up.
Nice to hear you back on commentary, Logie. Thanks. I think that's Taz.
That's a shot.
Nice shot.
Probably,
Yep.
Probably need to hit it a little.
Probably wanted a bit further so that it was a bit more pressure.
I would have hit it thinner and tried the rest of white on the red.
Okay. Yep.
That's a big break from Dale.
What do you do as Mitchie? Are you trying to screw off the red and pop the yellow? Is that a bit hard? Oh, get under it. Yep.
That's a good shot.
Yep. Nice.
Clever. I think the snooker behind the yellow is not really there either, is it? I think he's too risky to go in off.
Yeah, you'd have to play it a bit harder and then judge the direction of both balls. Sounds sick, Logan. Yeah, you could call it sick.
That's the shot, I think. Just doesn't quite hit it right.
All right, Mitchie, here you go.
Yeah, he needed to get more purchase on that thinner contact so he could get the white ball to the nameplate.
There's another shot I'd have to spend 13 minutes working out how it works, but he's just straight down on it. Yep. That looks good.
Good shot.
Sharp. Nice. All right. This should be 6-4, barring a mistake from Mitch.
Yeah, he shouldn't get these wrong, but still, got to do it.
Just want to get nice and close to this ball on the bottom left so that you can control it better.
Yeah, you want to be either just off straight or have a half ball natural rolling. I like to be just off straight so you can just stun across or screw back.
Shot, Mitch.
Don't know if I
Not
like
quite as close as I like.
I think he's got a good angle just to stun across
But
the
yeah,
ball in the
he's
middle.
got the good one.
Wow, okay, I wouldn't have played it like that.
Wow. That seemed like he was indecisive of whether he wanted to try and get to the left or
this
the right.
is just the rushingness. This is probably his biggest weakness of Mitch, is he rushes too much and just gets down and hits balls without really thinking about some of the potential consequences. There was just absolutely in no planet was I playing a run through on that line.
Yep.
Always stunning across there. Can't bring any other balls into play then either. But Dylan's actually not denying this. He's playing a snooker. Not a bad. Ooh, I think has he left this on? Has he left this on? He's walked away, not too concerned, so maybe not. Mitch is straight down and going to bash this. He's going to give this a good crack, I think.
Mel Lavomada, Melbourne Chadwick has 19. Mel and Melbourne.
And he has... Oh, this could go off the white. No. He give it a good go. Multiple pockets were threatened. Good shot. In fact, that's worked out absolutely perfect now. You can just drop this in and he's got a perfect line just to screw back right behind the black. I don't know why he's not playing the ball in the middle first. That seems insane to me. That's crazy choice of shot. Absolute insanity. If he goes back and watches this stream, he'll think, what the hell have I just done there? And he's managed to, well, he's got a result. But I'm telling you now, folks, that was by a mile the wrong choice of route. But he's okay. He will go 5-all. Good night yourself. Dale on the yellows. Probably going to focus more on the Mitch and Dylan match because it's obviously looking like completing sooner. AP. So we'll give it'll give us a chance for a little bit of coverage for the other match. It's not running as quick. Dale's missed that by some margin and has left an opportunity here for Raymond to clear up. A little bit of work to consider though. These two reds, especially the one to the left of the yellow, may look simple on screen, but limited pocket availability. But if you can play this red into the corner with a bit of reverse side, he will find the centre of the table quite nicely and then give himself multiple choices. If you get more across to the left and beyond that yellow above the yellow, be even better. No reverse side, so it lands down that end of the table still. And actually, that was red off red now. Red off red, or are you playing the cut? Which ones are you doing? Playing the cut. And, oh, that's a good shot. He's still got this yellow, this red to deal with. However, can stun into the yellow. I'm not sure if it goes past the other yellow to the corner, though. Plant looks crazy. Does this go clean? Maybe this goes clean off the yellow. If it does, it's a huge bonus. I can't believe he's played the plant there. That is probably the only choice of shot that I wouldn't have played. Wow. I mean, obviously the reward was there if it went in, but just felt like there were better options. Obviously that red was a big concern to him, so he chose to deal with it immediately. So I understand the thinking. So Dale now just needs to keep things as simple as possible, not get crazy with the white. Unfortunately, he's left himself on the rail here, so he's got a bit of work to do. Probably going to be forced to take this yellow to the top right corner now and play a nice little stun shot to the centre of the table, or just a bit more to the left, and then have another stun shot off side rail to hold for the black. Could jack up, could dig into this white. Obviously requires the ball to be cued very well, but does have a slight bit of angle going up the table. So that is an option to jack right up, but it's a tricky shot. So I think this ball is probably a better choice. But I'd be soft screwing this personally myself. He's decided to run it in. I think that's actually hugged the rail a little bit there. I think that's actually just dived in on him and denied him the pot. One good pot from Raymond here will secure the frame.
Andrew Wu, Shane O'Brien, table 9. Andrew Wu, Shane O'Brien, table 9.
And drills it. So is that Mitch, Adams and Dylan's score correct? Has this frame been going for a fair while? Is that what's happened? Well, what's he doing here? He's gone underneath. Quite the adventurous shot. But he's perfect and should take a 4-2 lead now. So a few missed chances from Dale in the last couple of frames, just to let a couple of frames slip. Just needs to tidy that up and get himself back on track. Meanwhile, Mitch and I said I was going to focus on this match more, and then I just concentrated 100% on the other match.
Yeah, I was going to put that out, but anyway, I'm back.
Dan's given us no choice now. He's had one screen only, and it's this one. And that's a lovely shot.
Yeah, real nice.
And he's even got a perfect line to fall between the red and yellow here too, I think.
Oh, you think it's that good?
I think it's that good. Unless he overcuts this, he'll go into the red. That's the line I'm reading, but I'm often wrong.
Yeah, okay. Often wrong.
Like that, I was wrong.
This guy, you're still a brilliant commentator.
Yeah, but you can commentate okay without being right. And that's a nice little clearance there from Mitch just to get himself back in front. Almost wish this one was a race to 11 the way it's going.
Yeah. I mean, it looked initially like Mitchie was just going to run away with it and Dylan couldn't possibly win, but Dylan got his free chance to settle. And
yeah, I still think Mitch looks probably a little bit better. But still open, isn't it? Looks like a opening plant here for Raymond. Got to make sure he catches enough of this. Yep, he's good. And if he... This ball on the rail is a concern. Because that red is in the middle of all these yellows, it's hard to get a line to get an angle to go into this yellow. Double, I think, is there. So just an update on the matches. Is that Shurika Healy score correct? Because it seems to have been that score for a long time. But yeah, Stips 5-2 up on Scott Healy. Olan O'Mahony trails Stuart Williams 3-2. So Raymond now just dealing with this red, I think, just getting it out of the way. Yeah, but oh, that couldn't have turned out worse. That's a horrible outcome. But can bump the yellow into the side cushion and back out and just nestle the white in behind where that yellow is now for a snooker. It won't really provide a winning frame next visit sort of opportunity, but it will certainly restrict Dale's options, although I think he's left a piece of this red, not all of it though. Meanwhile, on the other table, I'm gonna stop looking at this table and look at the other one because these guys are just ripping through the frames. Dylan on a clearance. And the yellows. And don't overstun this. That's a good shot. And once again, just needs to play a soft screw shot. Just keep the white fairly central but high. I don't like that. White ball's just running away from where you want the white. Now he's probably going to have to play. Well, I mean, you can play just clear the reds and leave yourself a long range, or you can play this with stun left-hand side and use the scenic route.
I would have played it exactly the way he did, but you're so correct that it was.
You've got to leave that
just
high.
Play the soft screw. Yeah.
You play it high, so that way you can just play it with a touch of running right-hand side, and you're just right behind the black. Then there's no range. This is fine too. He's played that well, but I'd just rather be right behind this, you know. It's a good shot, and 6-all. Pretty good encounter out there. Both players can't be separated at this moment in time. And that's a lovely shot from Dale as he promotes his red and gives himself an opportunity here to go game. I must say, this yellow, I spoke about this yellow side rail earlier. Raymond hasn't done anything with it. It should have been dealt with as early as possible, in my opinion. Especially while that red was stuck amongst in all the yellows. I probably would have pulled it off the cushion and played a safety. Oh, he snookered himself on the ball over the hole. He's going to play snooker, is he? I think he would have liked that to go in, so he can actually still play a snooker. Not sure how Raymond feels about the... Just missed that shot over here. Anyway, I'll go back and focus on this.
Dylan's just missed a yellow you wouldn't really ever expect to be missed, and he's left Mitch a chance. What do you reckon?
What's he on? Is the colours been decided?
Open on the right.
Open table.
Dylan did a huge break and has missed his opener. Yeah, Dylan tried for yellows.
Straight away he's out of position though.
Yeah.
That's a horrible shot.
He's overdone that by a good way, because I would have thought he'd be trying to land on the yellow
in the middle
to the bottom left. No, this one. But the one nearest the red.
No, I like that.
Because you overdo it, you're on the middle. Oh, okay, so you're like playing it like that. I just feel this is your biggest problem.
No, because it links up really easily.
Yeah, I see.
This is just out of commission now.
You probably don't want to move anything on the bottom right, because this is his only real issue, isn't it? You don't want to make that easier for him. The ball near the red closest to the yellow, the bottom right.
Yeah, he's got himself in a bit of trouble here, hasn't he? Is he going to try and stun on the other yellow and pot it?
Or is he cutting the yellow to the bottom left? He's played your shot.
He's played the bird shot instead. He's
off.
just decided, no, I don't want to win this frame.
Fair enough.
But having said that, you got to remember the black is on the cushion, so still work to do. Raymond has, meanwhile, he's got back in somehow and has a chance to win the frame. Well, Dylan attacked the black immediately, but he didn't really attack with any real authority, and as a result didn't really get any movement on it. Can have another go at it possibly? No. It was worth having another go at kicking it out there, I felt, because he had linking ball, same pocket. Jeez, that's a bad shot from Raymond. He should be much neater on this.
Adam Langtree and Lorenzo, table 13. Adam and Lorenzo, table 13.
Okay, so there's a number of different ways that Dylan can go game here. But the most important thing will be to make sure whatever decision he's making on this black, whether it's to can play the double or get behind it and pot it clean, he needs to make sure that that shot to play on that is accurate. So this is the route that I've personally picked as well. That's a nice little flick, and he probably will play for the double now. That's not a good result for Dale, being Chinese snookered on the black. I'm assuming Dylan's actually going to try and play the cut. He's put himself under an enormous amount of pressure on the shot, because if this goes over the hole, these yellows are all on.
Oh,
Dale's just made sure he cannot win this frame at this visit.
He's opened
Oh
a
my
butcher
god!
shot.
Oh, that is absolutely sick. And let's see if he can maintain composure.
Jamie said sick. Everyone drink.
Well, that is sick, isn't it? Great double.
Drink
I don't
again.
think I would have played that double personally, but that is off its head.
So Dale's just done the poke and say, have a go at this thin cut with the white flying all over the joint. What do you reckon about that?
I wouldn't take it on.
Yeah?
No.
What are you playing?
I'd push the yellow to the middle of the table and put
Yeah.
the white ball on the top cushion.
There you go.
And I'd try and block the double on the red up here with the yellow.
Jesus.
I think it's important to
Doing
do
everything,
that. I think it's important to do that because you're leaving the double, the plant.
What about that?
Oh, I think that's a crazy shot, but it's turned out awful.
Yeah, has. Now you're really struggling to win as yellow if red plays the right shot.
Yeah. What's he doing here? Why would you kill the red?
Coverage on the black.
Interesting choice of shot.
Yeah, Dale.
I think he was
Dale's
trying to clip
just
it
had some
thinner.
choice words
And get it on the
to
opposite
describe his
side.
own shot there.
If I'm Raymond, I just make sure I give this a fair bit of pace and make some kind of contact with anything.
Yeah.
Not like that though.
Okay.
So now he's going to get turned over again, but this time it's going to be the black. Although, you know what? I wouldn't do it yet. I'd pull the red off
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
I'm definitely not against doubling it up to that corner.
Yeah, you want to
Bring it in play.
double it to say you aim for where the balk line meets the rail.
It's just worked out. Hang on a minute.
Mason, table 12. Adam Cashman and Trent Mason, table 12.
I don't like that shot. The other choice, if shot he had, if he didn't want to play it up there, was just to push it over the middle pocket. And then if you get another foul, then you've then still got this line where you can play across and get the easy snooker.
Yeah, okay.
And then the ball's over the pocket. It's a good shot from Dylan.
So is whatever shot yellow plays going to be hit real hard to try and get some result? Is that the strategy, or do
I
you
don't know.
just keep messing around
You
until
tell
he finds
me,
a way
like,
to
do you
beat you?
try and even hit this, but pretend you're trying to, like that's why this rule set's so crap, or, you know,
No, you don't like the rule
I
set.
can't stand this part of the rule set.
It is complete shit. I agree. If you want to do that, you just roll the white to miss the red to the left, and say you were trying to roll it on the nap off the jaw.
What is this shot? This is impossible what he's trying to do. Right. But look at how well this has turned out. Right, so that wasn't an attempt. Was it really?
No,
But
clever.
and this is where the grey area of this rule set annoys me.
I think you can play the red onto the yellow and screw the white back to say where the name the plate would be.
I think playing the turnover here is so dangerous because you just leave the up and down in behind the black for a snooker.
But aren't you in trouble anyway? And so you could be playing more risky shots, or do you think Reds are still in good position here?
I think it's tricky. However, I don't mind this, what he's doing here.
Trying to go into it.
No, I think that's crazy. But no, not that shot. I wasn't thinking that.
So what were you thinking he was doing?
So I'm thinking what he's going to do is look for the turnover shot, where you get on the bottom high rail, you play the cut on the yellow, and then take the white in behind the red as it bounces off and get the snooker.
Okay.
And even if you don't get it, that's a very tough shot on the black.
All right. Well,
so who's on what? And that's it. So he's on the black. So that's actually a shocker.
So Mitch has a chance to win the match here on the Reds.
Wow. Jomo, send us your bank account details, mate.
He just needs to get this first shot. It's quite critical.
This is cuttable. Oh, yeah, let's focus on this.
A bit of left.
Jeez,
No, he didn't put side on that.
He's just belted that, didn't he?
Yeah, just having just a bit of side gets you basically where you want to be.
Oh, this isn't simple.
I think you're just totally wrong. Anyone who calls loss of frame in that situation is mad with power.
Yeah, it's insane call.
Yeah.
Especially first attempt. Oh, that's a big effort. He's actually overcut it. Unbelievable. This is a tricky shot here for
Mitch.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering how far off the rail that red is.
He needs a good cannon.
We might get a good cannon here too. Actually, this could turn out perfect. Yeah, that's
pretty
bad.
perfect. Yeah, that's it. You couldn't really ask for much better
Mate,
than that.
I'm telling you now, the luck is on his side. That was an amazing result. I just don't see him missing it after all the fortune he's had. And the crowd support has found their voice. And Dylan will exit the tournament. I think Mitch played the better pool, to be fair. In crunch situations where he had to get clearances, I think Mitch was probably the better player, and that was what separated them in the final frame.
Mitch played two horrific shots to get on the blacks where he snookered himself. Yeah. So,
yeah, exactly.
So if you take two away from Dylan's total and give it to Mitch, it looks a lot more convincing, doesn't it? So, yeah.
All right, so
can we just ask one of the other matches to just move table? I'm sure they'll be fine with that.
Pretty cool, wouldn't it? Just to give you an update, Stip is 6-3 up on Scott Healy. Olan O'Mahony is 4-3 up on Stuart Williams. So Mitch Adams is our first quarter finalist. Good opener there from Raymond. Kicks his only bad ball out and has a linking ball.
Wait, so we're calling loss of frame now for poor shots, are we, Adrian? Is that how the rules meant to work?
I'm not even entertaining that comment. It's a massive can of worms. The rule set needs better clarification. And, yeah.
Yeah, basically in the meantime, so since IR's come in, every tournament that anyone's won has an asterisk next to it. It's kind of invalid because of the rule set. So someone tell Robbo, who's actually not won much lately. Pockets didn't mean anything.
Slightly under hit, but he certainly won't be upset with that. That's fine. It'd be interesting to see whether he actually plays for the lone ball near the black or plays for the plant, which is also a viable shot. That's a good shot. He's given himself lots and lots of choices here. He would love to have been on the yellow on its own, so he could run through and get on the yellow in the middle near the black. Then it's just all a bunch of drop-ins, but now he's just got a little bit more work to do.
So how do you even do this?
Well, I think that yellow goes to the middle. So if you can get on it to the middle.
Oh, the one to the right goes to the left middle.
Yeah, I think it does. So if you can get on it relatively straight, you're okay. It might even go off 2 rails. No, actually,
He's fluked it. He's fluked Posy if it goes.
I think he's just
And,
treated.
he's also on the other one, isn't he?
I think he's actually got the perfect angle to run through the left side rail and be on the other yellow into the opposite middle.
I agree with Archie. Good suggestion, Archie. Let's make it happen.
No, it's not the answer. Oh, okay, you had a good angle. It's not the answer, Archie, because unfortunately Blackwell has exactly the same issue.
Not really.
But you can.
The reason not
It
because
does to the black ball, but
Yeah.
earlier on, the free shot obviously came.
usually, yeah. So you're saying on the black over the hole, it still exists?
It's still an issue.
Okay.
I just, I guess one of the things I find really hard to cop in this rule set is that when you've got so much control of a frame, it doesn't actually mean anything.
Yeah. As I proved yesterday when I played 15 snookers in a frame and
Blackball,
lost
you can
it.
still have a lot of control.
Yeah.
With balls over pockets, But anyway, we're not going to get into a rule argument because someone gets their back up. Because there are people that are absolutely in love with international rules, and there are people that hate it, and there are people who are in love with blackball rules, and there are people that hate it. So no matter what you say or what opinion you give, someone's going to get upset.
Oh, right.
So we've managed to get the camera on Scott Healy and Stipp, and Stipp is 7-3 up, and Scott has just missed a chance to win that frame. Stipp clearly didn't think he was going to go deep today. He's decided trackies is the go. I'm pretty sure there was a thing put up saying, try and wear something half decent if you're going to be on for the last day.
No way Raymond is intermediate player, says Nick.
I'm well aware of that.
Was Nathan Appleton, Jamie? What do you think about that?
I don't want to comment on that because I'll upset somebody and I don't want to upset anybody.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I'll tell you, I will say one thing. Has he entered the pro tournament? He's won 20 grand and has he entered the pro tournament?
Good question. I don't think he has.
I bet you he hasn't.
Yeah. There's a big gap between intermediate and pro.
It doesn't matter. You've won 20 grand. So I think what needs to happen in this pool comp is next. I think what needs to happen in this pool comp is next year, the winner gets given $19,000.
Yeah.
And the $1,000 goes straight into the entry.
Who's going to
for the
complain
pro
about
tournament.
that?
The runner-up gets $500 put towards, and the semi-finals get $250, and they have to make up the rest. If they choose not to play, they forfeit that money.
Okay.
That way, instantly $2,000 goes into the pot.
Yeah.
And if they enter, it's an extra $2,000, and you've got 4 entrants already made up of 64 that need to happen.
Yep.
That's just my opinion.
I like it.
Intermediates can get their back up about it, but if you're going to win an intermediate comp or get runner-up and never play in it ever again, why not have a dip? It's a free swing.
I 100% agree with you, Jamie. Good opinions here coming to you from Mr. Solid himself.
Yes, Rusty. That's why I've been taking bets against him all day, buddy. I know my stuff. I mean, it's still no guarantee he's going to win the tournament, of course.
Not
Still got a long way
everyone
to go.
can travel, though.
Well, then, okay, that's true. Not everyone can travel, and the tournaments are close together. But you've won 20 grand, it's 1,000 of it. Big deal. Still pretty happy with 19 grand, I'm pretty sure. But I have a really massive problem with intermediate players not wanting to accelerate their game and go to another level. And being happy to just stay at intermediate level and not even try and get better. It actually annoys me, and it creates a precedent for people to just stay intermediate. And then what will happen is the door will open for someone to go, hey, you know what? I'm not good enough to be intermediate, so I'll run an amateur tournament. And then you'll get this block of amateur players that don't want to move anywhere. And where are the people coming through that are going to change the guard.
But why does it have to be that in order to enjoy the game of pool, you have to be always improving at it? Like, what if you just want to play your one night a week and you've done all the practice
That's
in the
fine,
past?
but you'll never win in an intermediate tournament either, will you? So what's the point?
Well, yeah, you probably won't.
So why even enter it?
Well, if you did all the work when you were, say, younger, so let's say you like practiced all the time when you were younger, and then you stopped for ages, and then you come back into it, right? And you just played a couple of nights a week, but your standard is decent enough that you could maybe in 10 attempts win the intermediate, so you're always entering it, but you're not caring about improvement. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So I had this came up on Friday, right? One of the questions I asked a particular person, I won't say who they are, is I said to him, give me 5 players that were winning all the tournaments 10 years ago.
Okay.
Give me 3.
Right.
Give me 3 players that were winning all the tournaments 10 years ago.
I wasn't playing.
Okay.
I'd say, Ben Noonan, Joel Younger, as guesses, Jake.
Okay, so you've used those 3 players. Now give me 3 players that are still winning all the tournaments today.
Same
Right?
guys, yeah.
Same guys.
Yeah.
Do you not see a problem there? Where are
I
all
see
these
what you
new
mean.
guys? Where's all the... Oh, I know why. Because they've decided to stay intermediate, right? From a state level from Victoria, I'm not going to speak for any other state because
Yep.
I don't know enough about their states. The only prospects that I can see in Victoria are guys like Sean Dempsey. The other 2 young fellas, I've just for some reason completely
Joseph,
forgotten their names.
Toby.
Joseph, and Jack Green, right?
Not Toby.
Well, Toby's not really playing much, is he?
Oh, right.
I've seen him at
Well,
one
I don't
tournament.
know. I just saw him play well at Nationals.
Yeah, he played at that, but he hasn't played in any other tournament.
I see.
I think he's focusing on school, so he could be a future prospect as well. But we're not seeing people come through and win tournaments that weren't winning them 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, Jake just won Canberra. He probably won his first tournament over 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
You know, the year before, was it Mikey that won it or Alec?
Mikey won
Right.
King's Cup.
And Alec
then
won it the year before.
Yeah.
Both players have won multiple tournaments within the last 10 years. Alec is a perfect example.
That's an awful shot, but yeah, okay.
So I just, I know I'm taking away and I'm not focusing on this match, and I apologise for that for those that want some insight, but it's, and don't get me wrong, I don't think this comp shouldn't exist. I think it's a fantastic comp, and there's definitely a demand for it. But you can't just have every single comp that comes out from now on be intermediate. Because all I see on the flyers on Facebook these days is intermediate comp, intermediate this, intermediate that. Now, the reason for that is because
There's a market for it.
there's a market for it, right? They don't have to worry about the elite players and what, they don't have to get any better. That's my only bugbear with it, is they don't have to get better.
I think I've gotten significantly better than I ever otherwise would have from this comp existing.
That's
It's
just purely
encouraged me
because
to
you put
practice
time
so
in on the
much.
table,
Yeah.
right? But there's no other reason for that. But how are you going to accelerate to the next level if you were to win this tournament or get runner-up?
Well, keep
And
doing
the only
same thing,
tournaments you've got
wouldn't
available to you, they're the ones where all the big boys are in.
I? Oh, well, no.
You stop playing pool, or what happens?
No, I was still play with Gus all the time, still practice all the time. Like, there's no reason to... I enjoy improving. So,
Are you going to keep playing tournaments, or because you
Yeah.
can't play intermediates?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, Aubrey, or why would I stop playing
Wow,
Aubrey?
what a result that is.
King's Cup. No problem with playing one night a week and staying mediocre. I agree, Matt.
No, there's no problem with that if you just don't want to win tournaments. I completely agree.
Let's get a poll in the chat. We'll think up some poll.
It just bothers me that the standard of pool cannot go any higher if everyone's happy with that mindset. Okay, that's my only concern.
Well, that's obviously true. If you don't want to improve and you're not willing to put the hours in and the work in, it's just given. Yeah, okay. If he nailed that, he's not an intermediate, but he missed it. So.
No, I think intermediates can nail that as well.
The sport also hasn't been growing much until post-COVID. It's basically non-existent in New South Wales.
New South Wales has always been a little bit of a problem, just purely because pre-international rules, they never played the 2-shot rule set. They hated it. They always played the American pool, which is very closely aligned to international
Yep, it
rules.
is.
So now the New South Wales players are more interested now in these comps. But, primarily, they're playing 9-ball and now Chinese 8-ball too, It's a good shot from Dale.
Years ago, the better players had time to teach expletives. Now every elite player wants $100 an hour.
Yeah, look, that's not a bad point either. I agree with that. And also, years ago, people had, people weren't so busy like they are now. You could put hours and hours of time in. You just can't do that anymore. So I recognise all these and I understand them. But you've just got to find the right elite player that is willing to help you and not charge you $100. There are plenty out there. And at the end of the day, there are. There absolutely are. I promise you now you can find them. I remember years ago offering Brett Rogers he wanted money to help coach me with my technique. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you, mate. You coach me. Oh, bad shot. It was the shot before that was the bad shot.
Yep.
You coach me, and I will give you a cut of all my tournament winnings because that will prove that what you're helping me with has worked.
Yep.
And he just said, yeah, no worries, we'll talk. Now, obviously nothing eventuated from that, but having said that, moving forward, Brett actually did help me with my action voluntarily, just as a nice guy.
Yep.
And multiple times I asked him for a bit of assistance, saying, hey, what's going on here? What am I doing wrong? And fantastic cueist. Fantastic coach, sorry. And that was a bad shot from Stick. He clearly doesn't want to win this match just yet. Wants to keep the crowd entertained. There's a few people in New South Wales that could coach. Justin Sage, obviously, in New South Wales. He probably would want to be paid, I'm guessing.
You can get coaching online.
Yeah, but you're still paying for it, aren't you?
Yeah. Or you can do your own research, watching. There's infinite videos available where you can get. Mick Hill's videos are fantastic.
Yeah, agreed.
Get into his mind.
Mick Scary's got a million videos on YouTube
work,
that you can learn a lot from just by watching them.
Just people named Mick. Find someone named Mick and get them to teach you 8-ball. Preferably someone bald as well, but they don't have to be bald. They can have hair.
All right, anyway, we've gone off topic. We'll get back on this match. Raymond Dunn is on the hill. Dale Gifford has tried to just give a bit more on that break, and as a result, you'll often see he's dumped the white. So, I tell you what, this semi-final match, I'm going to assume Raymond does win this match from here. Mitch Adams and Raymond could be a very, very interesting match. Yeah, and comments just come through. I thought the Big Guns tiered entry was the greatest incentive ever. It allowed lesser players to get the experience of big tournaments and not have to pay the hefty price to enter. But anyway, Big Guns, I'm sure will be back one day. Now Raymond just needs to be careful not to crazily commit to this because these two yellows are not ideal. He could elect to go into them now, but I think percentage chance of them turning out nicely is low. Yes, he could touch the black and be on one yellow, but he still have another yellow to deal with. He's gone into him. Tell you what, it's not the worst result in the world.
Yeah, Dale has gone in off on the break at least twice. So this is on, isn't it? It's cut to the left, or you just got to play to the top and then use the middle to get back down?
It's hard to tell, but
yeah,
if you can jack up and cue across it, and stun the white ball for side rail,
yeah.
I would like to play that shot, but because this could get a bit awkward. It's a good pot. He doesn't want to be on the rail, and he's not.
Okay, so Dale has had 5 breaks and dumped the white 4 times. Well, that's horrific, actually. That needs to be.
Yeah, look, that's something you can go back and address, and say, like, how often do I do this in general?
Yeah,
and if it's a lot, then maybe he needs to figure out why. It could be he's just not hitting
can
the
just
front
be,
ball,
yep.
you know, flush. And that was the problem with that shot.
Yep,
is-
yep.
So Stiffer's just won his match 8-3. And we'll move on to the semi-finals and play the winner of Olan, who has actually gone nuts in the last few minutes. He's 6-3 up now on Stuart Williams.
Yeah, these are gettable for sure.
Absolutely.
What he's looking at there is how he solves that ball. The red to the bottom right, I suppose you want to be as straight as you can on that so that you're not...
I think these link beautifully.
That's a good
that
shot.
looks nice.
Yeah, he's landing nice.
So what I'm probably doing here is potting this, trying to land pretty straight on the other one, and I'm going to draw it back, and I'm going to actually cut that one in, but I'll probably play it with some running side to push it off the rail back out. That looks like he's got angle though. Looks like he's got angle. So he may have to reroute straight away. Could play the cannon on the red, but if it doesn't work out well, he may have an awkward shot. Could also stun past it, play for 2 balls, bottom one and the one in the middle. He's overstunned it though. So it's getting a little bit hairy now. Needs to pull up.
Now it's really hard, yeah.
Probably play the little half ball double on that red and take the white ball over to the bottom right corner and just play a safety. Yeah, that's a shot. Hit it a little thin for my liking and did leave the red available to the centre, although it doesn't really offer any advantage to potting it. So a really thin cut off this yellow. Wouldn't be the worst shot in the world. He could really put the screws in, Raymond, if he wanted to, and play the yellow and the red that are touching together, double the red off the side cushion and low, and stun the white up to the top of the nameplate.
That's the first shot I saw. But that's nice too. Just a lot of distances.
Yeah, that was the first shot. That's a shot I probably would have played, to be honest.
It's got the Ronnie O'Sullivan cue ball there too.
However,
right up on the rail.
This red, it's on the bottom rail, he can get to.
Yeah, okay.
So I would have liked to have hit that yellow much thinner to take the white ball more central to the top rail. So he can get to this bottom one. So he's got, a safety return.
Did you make sure not to disturb it? Yeah, that's a good play.
What's he hitting that one for?
Yeah, I don't think he's meant that, has he? No, he doesn't look
I
annoyed.
think he played for that.
Having
said that, though,
he's
absolutely slaughtered that yellow with the 2 reds.
Yes.
So good outcome there. And possibly the yellow above the black is not on.
You can hit it now. Clip off the yellow next to the black.
That's thin, isn't it?
I don't think it's as thin as it looks.
If he's taken his full blood, that suggests to me this yellow does go in the middle past the black. He's missed it though.
Wow, great chance for Dale.
Excellent chance, although the black's tied up.
Yeah. So, well, you've got to play ball on the rail, ball on the rail. You're not going to be low though, are you? Maybe you're just going to play a safety, just hit this full ball. But
no, I like that he's having a go here because he can give himself an angle for the half ball off the side cushion.
Yeah, I didn't think he could hit that and stay that low. I thought he was going to be higher. So, yeah, if he's just
got to be careful he doesn't.
Not fully straight, but straight but with angle to.
One of these shots you want to punch into the bottom rail, not. Yeah, so you've got to punch that in. No, because he's going more direct into it now. I want to be coming off the side rail and into it. So that way I'm pushing the black towards the pocket.
I see, rather than towards the rail.
Well, now you're trusting to a little bit of luck because you can't know exactly how these are going to turn out, man.
So ideally he clips the underside of the black and then has the white beat the yellow and he's perfect on it to the bottom left or something.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything right side of the black is probably not going to be very favourable.
Yeah.
full contact would not be too bad. Potentially could get himself stuck onto it from when the white ball travels to
I feel like the
rail.
natural line is clipping it in the worst spot.
He stunned it by accident. He's actually got on this.
Wow.
Well, double now.
Yeah.
Big shot coming up. Let's just stay alive in the match, don't forget.
Yep.
Alfie Honda, Sean Walpole, table 15. Alfie and Sean, table 15.
So, well, not a bad shot.
He's cue there. I think that's what he played. The triple.
Yeah, look, I don't blame him because he's focused on a good white.
Yeah.
Problem is Raymond's he's got a really easy snooker, but you've got to be careful because you don't want to just leave him the one rail escape.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to play the ball on the cushion as a thin cut, take the white ball back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You risk a double kiss as
Yes,
well, you
exactly.
know. So it's easy to say it from here, but pulling the trigger on it. Geez, I tell you what, he might full commit to this. He's 7-2 up. Why not?
Yeah,
Full
right.
commit to the just little soft stun across to the last ball on the rail. Tough shot. This it's not simple.
No, this is.
Got to time it very nicely.
There's a cut to the right hand side
You
game
know what
there.
he's doing? He's just going to play it into the black and just play a safety. Clever shot. Clever shot.
Well, now that can't you just hit the black thin and leave him on the side rail? Can you avoid the yellow while doing that? Sort of like
Can you play the turnover?
quarter ball on the black. I would think the turnover.
Anything other than super thin on the black, you are hitting the yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't really want the white ball to go back up the other end of the table.
Yeah. So he's more full ball trying to double it. Oh, he's nailed it.
Great shot. Super shot from Dale Gifford to stay alive in this match.
Jesus.
7-3.
That was full blooded. He left him on if you missed it.
I felt he had to be full blooded.
7-3 to Raymond.
There's always one match of lags behind, isn't there? It'd be too easy to have more finish at the same time. You won't believe this. My phone's been in my pocket, right? And it's just ChatGPT to stay intermediate and then what?
It sounds like this is Gemini, isn't it? It sounds
is,
like you're looking to maintain your current intermediate level in something, and you're wondering what comes next or what that entails without knowing the specific area. Example, a language skill or hobby. I can give you some general strategies for maintaining and making the most of your intermediate level. Why stay intermediate? There are some reasons why someone might choose to stay at intermediate level rather than striving for advanced or expert. So sufficient for goals. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, all these
Time
we've
constraints, enjoyment, broadening horizons. What does staying intermediate look like? To effectively stay at intermediate level, you generally need to stay at an intermediate level. Okay, it's kind of shit the bed here now.
And the consistent practice to stay intermediate. Otherwise, you turn into an
so
amateur.
they're saying you go backwards. That's interesting.
Well, this is a generalised statement.
Yeah,
based
it
on
is
no
generalised.
information
Yeah.
given.
So consistent practice, application, review and refresh, light exploration, problem solving.
It's just getting ridiculous now. Yeah, I don't know why that did that in my pocket, but anyway,
Anyway,
what a troll.
thanks AI. when are we getting the AI commentators? That'll be soon. They'll be better than us. They'll actually focus on the game.
See, there's a bunch of things people, if they want to improve,
Yep.
they want to improve. There's so much content out there that you can
Yes.
use. There are
Resources
also
available.
little tools that you can buy. You know that little thing where it helps you cue straight through it?
Yep.
That plastic
Yep,
thing
yep.
you can buy? You can buy one of them.
You can make one.
You can make one.
You just get a can.
Toilet roll and a bit of sticky tape.
Yeah, yeah.
Good chances for Dale.
You can also do this crazy thing, right, if you want to improve, where you put in a lot of time, effort, and practice, You can do that as well.
Yeah, you can, but no one wants to do that anymore.
No.
I don't want to do it either.
No.
That's why I'm intermediate now. Just can't get into the comp. I don't like this choice of shot.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I think he's got the perfect line.
going
Just
the-
drop this ball in the middle.
Yep.
Get the yellow out of the way, and then he's got choice of shot.
Yep.
Now he's got to execute really well, and he has. He's made me look like a goose because he couldn't have played that any better.
Silly goose.
Silly goose, cooked goose, whatever goose you can think of. Flying goose, low flying goose,
But yeah.
um,
Medium rare goose.
four-legged goose. Having said that, he's paying this bit more attention than I thought. Maybe there's more angle than...
It does look like a lot of angle.
You don't want to stun this. Oh no, this is not good. If he's queuing across that line, it's no good.
Yeah.
Can he find the yellow that's below the black? Oh, he's flicked the red. It's a
Disaster.
So that okay, I go back. I was right.
Yeah, you were right. Well done. Congratulations.
I'm due to be right once every 25 shots. I don't even see an option here. Don't think he can hit enough of it to actually bring it out, can he? Oh, he could. Oh. Well, it's something. But he's going to end up in lots and lots of trouble very shortly. I think we're going to see Raymond probably get himself in a position to kick that ball off the cushion and just drop a snooker in. You know what? He's 7-3 up. Do you play the ball down the rail as a shot to nothing? Play it with right hand side.
Yeah.
Take it off two rails in behind all that cluster of yellows.
That'd
bring it
be
into play.
that'd be sick.
It's
Not quite sick.
Not a lot of danger in it, is there?
Extraction angle here. Play the bottom one. Go to the rail.
Could do.
Nudgerino. Nah, doesn't fancy it.
No, I don't mind.
He's stunning over to the ball on the right, looks like. I do, yeah. Do you
Good
want
shot.
it? You can have it now. Oh.
Probably couldn't have turned out much worse than that because he's got no angle and he's on the rail. But he's still at the table, and that is the primary thing.
Oh, he extracted it. That's cool. Layering up, this guy.
And you know what? He can just drop this in and just play the ball down the rails.
Yep.
If it goes in, he wins the match.
Ooh.
I'm not sure why he's played it like that.
Ooh.
I don't think doubles on, is it? Does it go in between the black and yellow? Is he going to go twice
Alright,
across?
yeah, you still play the cut, yeah.
He's tried to go one across, and he's actually looking a chance at this now. Not easy, of course.
Yeah, if the yellow didn't neatly cover the hole, then this was quite a big chance.
Yeah, you can't drop this in either.
Yeah,
You've got to commit
exactly.
to this if you're going
Yeah.
to play it. Could play the...
Is there any safe, like, let's say, is there like a spot on the rail you leave the white where he can only clip the underside of the
Maybe
yellow
the
below the
jaw?
black?
Maybe the middle jaw there?
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know. I think he kind of...
just go for it.
There's a double as well, but I'd
Look,
got a
yeah.
deep screw off it. And
Look, you're 7-3 down. You're probably hungry. Want to go get some food. Just get it over and done with, right? Either get this or die.
well, he's played it over the pocket
And
and
he's
said,
chosen to,
well, you know what?
yeah,
to be fair,
not gimmies.
how often do you see people get these wrong?
Overscrew, underscrew.
Getting position up balls really over the hole
Yep.
is not as simple as what people think when they're just watching it on TV. So
Yeah, because it's something the real good players do real well.
Yeah, you've got to
And so
cue
you
it well.
take for granted as a rubbish
he's
player.
overscrewed it, but he's okay. He's got a shot at it.
It was better over than underscrew.
It could have been easier. And if he misses it, then Dale's ball's right over the pocket. And you know what? If he plays this plain ball, he's going to be playing the black off the rail too.
Yep.
Near the middle pocket. He's missed it by a mile.
Overcut. Oh, he didn't get there.
And he's covered the pocket that this naturally would play for.
Yep.
So don't be afraid, Dale, to give this a bit of gusto and twice across it. Or,
Just miss the middle and you'll be good.
or can you jack up? He's going to try and play the twice across, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, to make sure not to get any top on that.
It's hard to do though when you're
Yeah.
queuing off the rail, isn't it? to be fair to him, I think he's played it, not that bad. Now you've got choice of black off the bottom rail into the yellow,
Just
or
play
black,
another full table double.
black off side rail into the yellow, or it's super thin cut, or play another double. Which way is he going to go? I like side rail myself. He did go to double. What a mate! Oh, look at this. Has he got any disruption? Wow. Raymond's turn to play a crazy double.
All right. Oh, it's fantastic.
Pulling out the exhibition shots now.
Up. One for the bald guys, that one.
All right.
Can't smash this. You could pop the black by accident. Missed it. So, Dale will live to fight another day. We've got a 7-4 in a second.
I can't believe you waste time watching your opponent pop that black and you don't just start getting the balls out.
Nah,
That
always.
blows me away.
I always make a pop the black.
Really?
Yeah, it's respect.
So you think you add respect into it where it's not necessary?
I think it's disrespectful.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mental game, so it's
Save-
disrespectful.
To save time.
It's a mental thing. It's because you don't want your opponent, remember, them potting a black. And
If that's the reason you're doing
it
it.
can be a mental thing, but it might not even be the reason, but it has the same impact. So I think it's just straight up, it's just not a respectful thing to do.
Interesting. That people think about this different.
What's this match?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Seven-
definitely don't know this fella.
7-4 to Oland. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's EDP. I got the lowdown on him, but I definitely don't know him.
Who does he play for, Dan? Oh, Manhattan, Div 1.
He's the one I mistake for the other fella from WA last night.
Oh.
Dale has not gone enough, although he tried really hard.
Well,
Jeez.
I guess he's got yellows.
There's the pot one. If he chooses this one in the middle, things can go wrong very quickly.
Is there a way on the Reds? If you can play this ball to the bottom right and then play the top of those two Reds near each other to the middle, then suddenly all your Reds are on, but the one on the left-hand side is the most tricky. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I
Looks
like the
that's
Reds
what he's
personally.
doing. Yeah.
Although if I was going to take yellows, I'm probably taking the one that he was behind in the top left-hand corner. This is not as easy as it looks, this shot.
Played it
Good
well.
shot.
So that's it done.
Getting the white through was the problem.
What happened to split camera view? We've got one. So if you look, we've got two cameras on there.
Yeah, it's,
Uh,
there's only one match left.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh,
on,
there's
the, on the
two,
mainstream
but yeah, yeah.
tables, yeah.
Come on, Erland. Follow in Nathan Appleton's footsteps and bring home the money. Bloody Queenslanders taking all our dough.
Tell you what, Raymond's got a choice here to play the yellow to the bottom left corner, dead weight, as a bit of a shot to make the clearance.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Wow, that's hugged a little bit. I don't think he's played for that. Yeah, he's indicated that maybe that's hugged the rail.
Jeez, he's actually in a horrible position now.
Well, he wanted his opponent to be there, not him.
Yeah. That's real quite unfortunate there.
And yeah, I think I would have played the shot I said. If you miss it and hit it well enough, you cover the black.
Yep.
If you pot it, everything's open. And this ball in the rail is not that big an issue because you've got the link to the one in the middle.
That's quite a good escape.
Yeah, it's a good
Getting
effort.
it full ball there was stop the white flinging around. He's blocked this cut, I think.
I think Dale's in trouble here. This is not There's nothing fun about this at all. This layout.
Yeah, I'm not seeing good spots to put the white for a safety either. Maybe cutting this red to try and obstruct the middle and get the white to the underside of the black. But, I mean, you're leaving this more to the right middle, but it's all about blocking the yellow. And how often do you hit that right? I mean, the table's so fast, it's hard to judge.
Actually, you could play the opposite way and take the white ball up to the nameplate.
Yeah,
I think that yellow goes
Sorry, that
in
is
as
a
well.
good spot for it. You're right. I actually like that shot.
I saw that shot too and thought, he won't play it because it's actually very difficult.
He's nailed it.
Played it fantastic.
Now you just cut this red to the bottom left and come off, screw off the rail. I don't know. Saying crazy things and realizing how difficult that would be when it just goes to the right.
Yeah, this ball near the black is the trickiest by far. Like these two are obviously easy to link up, but then you've got to deal with that last ball.
It's hard to get nice and good on it because the black's in the way, and it doesn't double anywhere. Maybe you try and get on the line so that you come under the black and you hit the side rail, sort of maybe a third down it. And then if you underhit it, you've got the red to the top left.
But you couldn't. The problem was you couldn't find that line with the pot he had in the middle. So now he's really straight. He's actually in all sorts of trouble.
So he's just going to have to accept the real difficult cut.
I think he's going to deep screw, to be honest, off the top rail and back and try and get him behind it. That's all you can really do.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Played it well. How's his luck?
He's got a result.
Yeah, that's a good shot. He deserved something there. Still not ideal.
This looks like it can go well. If he cannons the yellow that's in the open there, full ball and the white stops. What do you reckon? Is that on? Nah, it's not. So he's going to be hitting the underside of the yellow.
Can stun between the gap.
You can?
It makes the shot harder because you've got to jack up a little bit
Yeah,
you're queuing off the rail.
Oh, no. No, so he overcut that slightly, so he was going to be higher on it. He probably was stopping perfectly on that yellow, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. So he actually kind of landed perfect in a way, but anyway.
I think we'll see Raymond flick off this yellow on the right side rail, take the white ball up to the jaw.
Okay.
Get a snooker.
Big shot from Olan there.
Yeah, I think he's actually becoming dangerous. He looks like he's very well settled now. I haven't watched him play at all this frame, but his second half of his match against Scott, he looked much more settled. His cueing was a lot better after I did make several comments about how I feel like he could improve it, and suddenly he just started getting through the ball beautifully.
Yeah,
Nothing to do with me, of course. But
yeah, well, when he played Sean on the Friday, he took a minute to settle into that match too, and then he just started potting ridiculous balls. Just he was making outs where every shot's a do or die, and they're all difficult, just nailing all of them. So it was really impressive.
Well, you don't want to be doing that all tournament.
Yeah, it's not good for the old ticker.
Raymond I'm not sure why he's committing to this clearance. It's not there. It's crazy.
So safety now. You clip up the yellow, line it up with the white. He's still going. He's going
why
to the middle.
Why not just play it on the inside? Just a little flick on the inside, just sit
go
right behind the yellow.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
This shot, I get it. This is the shot I initially saw.
Yeah, but why not do it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, what have I missed on the right? I must have missed. Oh, now
No, he played a snooker.
Ah, right. Oh, well, now he's in quite a good position, so.
What's Dale going to do here? Is he looking at the up and down and down, up, down?
Yeah, the triple.
Yeah, is he looking at that? I'll tell you what,
there he is.
this is actually very low percentage.
What would you do?
Oh, probably doesn't have that much else, does he? But you're relying so well on cueing the ball dead straight for starters.
Yep.
The top not straight and the right up too much, and
Yep.
the rails reacting good.
Uh-huh.
It's called the jaw.
Yeah, and the jaws are a lot. They go a lot further out on these tables than you normally see.
Still got a lot of work to do here.
Olan's got ball in hand. That's probably lights out on that match.
Yeah, good
He's
chance.
got to get the ball down the rail nice, and then, well, that's sort of it.
think I'd actually play the other ball near it first, to the corner.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like that. Now,
No, so maybe the
No,
one
they
to the
both
left
go.
passes
Yeah, they
and then
both
the
go,
black,
yeah.
so the last ball's ball on the rail.
yeah, good call. So Raymond's obviously playing this because it's the hardest of the three, but he's still going to have the black to deal with. He's underhit that. Wanted to be further down the table. I think the plan was to get straight on this other yellow, just off straight and then screw
This
to
is
the left
really
rail.
hard to judge, and he's got that really good. Like, and he's got the that was difficult.
He's still got to play this very well. Now, okay to overrun this because you've got middle and corner as well to take into account.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost better off to overrun it. Wrong line. You needed to
Tell
stun
you
it.
what,
It's got a double.
yeah, and you can play the pot on the red as well.
I don't think it's there.
Can't you augment to make it happen or
You
not?
can punch it, I guess, and do it. I think
Is
the
that not
natural
worth
line-
doing as a safety precaution?
wanna
or
sacrifice
you think
your
you're
chance of
sacrificing
potting?
too much percentage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the best.
and he's got a
result
result
you could ask
anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's always the question in those
for. I think,
blacks. How much is it worth?
geez, he's not on his knee as what he could have been, is he?
I'm surprised how he got here. Oh, maybe he landed super
Oh, he's missed it. He's seen
like he did against Scotty.
cue across the line.
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez,
that's a
he's
result.
destined to win, isn't he? What a result.
I mean,
Geez, Dale's actually played that too well. He's cued that beautifully.
well, double, I guess, right? Or are you going to
How does he
safety?
feel? Is he going to cut this or is he going to
Double
play the
cut
safety?
safety.
Tell you what, this gets to 7-5.
Yeah.
Could make things pretty interesting. Oh, what's this shot? He's going to play safety. Oh, that's crazy. It's the only shot I wouldn't have
You
played.
didn't like the double?
No, I hated it. But I'm not a doubler. So
I'm not a doubler either. I would never have played that in a million years. But
How's
people
this-
who are doublers,
How's this cut to the corner and in off look?
it's close. It's going to be
I
close.
think it's going to come into play. I don't think he's even entertaining it, is he? Oh,
Overcut.
oh, he's missed it, and over the hole. Dale is going to continue to stay in this match.
Oh my god.
Oland has missed as well. Jesus. Getting over the line apparently is not easy. I don't think Stuart's got the easy shot in the world, has he? He's still got a... Depending on the line of these two balls. Oh no, he's okay. The thing is, let's say he gets ball in hand. He's still going to have to play a hard shot. You just about fall asleep then?
No,
And
that was
startle
weird.
yourself?
Why was I so startled? But anyway, sorry. Hold on. I need some water or something.
Yeah, look, he's jacking up here. He might be able to swerve around this. Oh, it's a good shot. Next time we'll be sure to punch you, right? Do you want to pot this? And give the risk of your opponent having the first crack at this, or do you want to lay it up? What do you want to do? He's laid it up. I think he's tried. I think he's tried to pot it.
You reckon?
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know.
Let's go, Dale. This is TNT footy.
Yeah, he's hanging in there, isn't he? And look at this! Look at this break. Although the black is obstructed by the yellows, I initially got half a chubby for the reds, and then saw the black was no good. However, if you can get on the right side of that little area, can play the red inside the yellow and open it up. What a shot that is! And that's why sometimes you need
Wait,
to
where did he pot that?
just cut it in.
Down the rail. That's... Oh, shit.
That's a good shot.
This guy might be pretty good.
Yeah, he's decent.
Bloody Queenslanders, man. Coming, winning shit.
Interesting. Tell you what, we've got some very interesting matches shaping up for semi-finals.
This is good. You can claim the coverage on the black.
This match ain't over yet either. Dale, it's all the traffic's with Dale at the moment because he just keeps getting given the frames. Oh, he's going to
That's
get
bad.
turned over on
That's
here.
bad, yeah.
And there's no turnover back shot either.
Yeah.
Well, Raymond's just got to be. You know what? I actually wonder if I try and play the skill shot here. He's going to kill the yellow with the black, like this. That's no good.
No, he's playing that alright. I think that still goes.
No, I don't think it does.
You know?
No, not direct. Maybe
Wait.
you can sneak it off because there's a little bit of gap between the rail and the yellow, but I don't think it goes.
Let me have a look.
Oh, what a result. That's actually an amazing result because he's covered the yellow with the red. I don't think he meant it.
Okay, you might be correct, Jamie.
Off and am, mate. Off and am. Just not pull. But, yeah, ridiculous result there in the end.
Does the 2 lives do the 2 lives carry?
No,
they do
we're
not.
already out of the 2 lives phase. So once we did the last 16 draw, which was this morning, that people started getting eliminated. So you'll see if you have a look at the pool stat draw, you'll see everyone that's been eliminated this morning as well. And I do believe that the pro comp is going to have exactly the same format, where the 16 will begin it as an elimination.
Okay. You'd think it'd go 8 instead, since
Well, I
it's
just think the time
fewer.
is the problem. I actually thought they might be able to do it to the 8 today, but now that you look at the time, it's 4 o'clock. We're
No,
not
no.
even in the semis yet.
No, I mean in the pro.
It's still a time thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's
You only need
fewer
one match.
It's on 3 days still, isn't it?
It was-
You got fewer overall
it's
matches.
64, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe they will do it to the 8 then.
64. I thought it was 32.
No, it's 64. Surely.
Definitely?
It's 64. Can't be 32. The 30 grand prize, mate.
You know who we could ask?
It can't be happening. 30 grand prize with 32 entries. Not
No,
possible.
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Look at this curling. Oh my God.
Wow.
What is this? Well, we know this yellow doesn't go past the black,
Yeah.
but that has
You can nudge it.
that is almost done a U-turn into that pocket. That may need to be checked. I'm just saying that was
Yeah. Well,
pretty savage.
here's Joel.
Yeah, Dale's one. Right. He's going into this.
Oh, lovely. That was gonna be sick.
Yeah. It's a horrible way to lose if he loses. There's still a bit to do here. This is missable. I don't think he's going to miss it, don't get me wrong, but wow, what a way to lose. He's copped a U-turn on the ball and then he's played a very good cannon. And he's finally finished off the match.
So, like Dale, your lives run out, unfortunately.
So 8-5.
It was a real good
Are we
fight
starting a new
back.
stream, Dan? All right, so keep an eye for the new stream, guys, in 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll get the semi-finals underway.